guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Christina and this is Creations by Christy, and welcome to part 14 of the Mystery Make series. We've been really lucky lately. We've had a lot of really quick and fun little projects to do. Hopefully we can keep that going. But of course, it is all up to the spinning wheel to tell us what we'll be making this week. So let's go ahead. Let's see what it's got us doing. Okay, so we're going to be making a teddy bear, a fun classic like sewn plush project. This does have the full pattern and the tutorial with it, which is always great. So let's get a few colors picked out. I do think that it said that you should use, you know, either stretch fleece or something like that. A lot of people make these out of baby clothes, you know, like as a memory bear. I don't have things like that. I do have traditional fleece, which does have some stretch to it, but I do have a lot of options. I might just use some quilter's cotton. It'll just give it a little more structure instead of softness. I also have some minky fabric. So let's get turned around and see what we're going to use today. Okay, so it does say we need a full yard of one color, and then we need about a half a yard of another. And then just a small piece of like felt for the nose. And then of course some eyes, which we'll get into the safety eyes to get those. And if I don't have the right safety eyes, then we'll just use buttons. Button eyes, classic stuffed animal, of course. So I think we might be able to make a really cool one out of some of this stuff. I mean, I have a lot of like super cute, like this Halloween fabric, which is spider webs. And I mean, I'm not going to make it out of like, you know, fabric of roosters. These are all fat quarters. I think back there is mostly smaller remnants, like fat quarter size remnants, or even panels. So like panels to make things. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we might have. You know, that's like I just said, one of the benefits of a pattern like this is you can use whatever. You just need two colors. So you can use whatever you want to make something as unique as you want to make it. That is really cool. That is a really cool fabric. I didn't even realize I had that. Or at least I still had it. Oh, I think we might do something with this. And then, as you're just staring at the ground, sorry guys. So we need something to go with that. Ooh, what about this bright pink? How do we think? Oh, I think that would be awesome. Oh yeah, I love that. I think that's what we're going to use, guys. So let's get this pattern cut. So there we go. I got all of my pattern pieces cut out. I went ahead and took some notes on the pattern itself, so I didn't have to look at my phone, things like that while I was doing it. So I'm going to start by pulling the contrasting pattern pieces out. So this is our contrasting fabric. Those pattern pieces will get used to cut that. So it says that we need our ears. So let's find those. Feet bottoms. So there's that. The mouth. The forehead. Ear. Now we're going to cut the ear. We cut 2 in the contrasting and then 2 in our regular fabric. So mouth, forehead, arm front, hand, arm front, hand. Not the arm front and the hand, just the hand. So the hand, the ear, the mouth, and the feet. Just do a double check of everything I have left, which there's lots. This is considered an intermediate pattern. So this pattern creator does not consider this a beginner pattern. It expects you to have some sewing knowledge and things like that when going about it. So with that being said, let me go ahead and start getting some pieces cut out. Man, this is beautiful fabric. And I have a good amount of it, which is really nice because I'm going to 100% use this to either make a skirt or a bag or something. So I am sure this fabric will end up on the channel again, for sure. It is so gorgeous. Just so gorgeous. now that I'm done with that color, I am actually going to square off my fabric and cut it. All right, let's get the pink done. A little bit of happiness when everything feels like chaos. So there we go. We have all of our pieces. I have my pattern notes. Let's get to sewing. I'm back. I had to actually go look at the blog that the pattern came from because I wasn't understanding my notes on how the face goes together. And that's kind of something important. So hopefully I did it right. So let's get back to it. So I messed up on an ear. I'm not mad about it though. Just a little special. I'm not going to rip out an entire seam to turn an ear around. I think it's cute. That head is done. So we got the back done. Hold on. We got the back done. We got the front done. The head is done, of course, right there. And now it is just piecing it together and sewing the front to the back. We leave the head hole open, so the neck open, and the bottom of the feet open. Those are the two last things that we do. I will say, you know, the pattern creator does state in the pattern, this is not a beginner friendly pattern at all. It tells you multiple times through it, it's an advanced sewing pattern. And I see why they state that. There's been a couple times where I've had to stop and re-look at the written pattern to see what they were getting at. But once you kind of read through it a couple times and you see like what they're saying, it's going smoothly. The letters on the pattern pieces has made it 10 times easier too, because you're just matching a lot of the time. But yes, it's not a beginner friendly pattern, unfortunately, but not everything that we do in the series is going to be a beginner friendly pattern. So let me get the front and back matched up and we will get this sewn up. Final steps to getting the bear done. I went ahead and put the face on it. It does have you just cutting a piece of felt for the nose. I had a safety nose, so I just went ahead and used it instead of felt. But now it's just hooking the head to the bottom and then stuffing. So without further ado, I'm so excited to see this done. I think it's gonna look amazing. Honestly, I can't wait. So let me get this sewn up. I have to flip them, of course, inside out. I'm gonna sew around I might only sew around about halfway because I have to be able to fit my hand in there still to stuff it fully. And then we'll just hand sew the back. All right. Yay. Okay, let's get it done. You guys, oh my God, look at it. It turned out so stinking cute. I absolutely love it. I didn't like super stiff fillet either. So it still has a little give, but it's still able to hold its shape, which is nice. It sits really well on its own. It is huge. I mean, I'm right next to it, guys. Like, it's huge. I love it. I'm so happy. It did have its moments, I won't lie, putting it together. The pattern maker does state multiple times through the post for the pattern and through the instructions, this is unfortunately not a beginner friendly pattern. It is considered an intermediate slash like lower advanced pattern. I know it doesn't seem like it should be, but you do need some, you know, some knowledge and technique when it comes to the sewing of it. Even myself, sewing for as many years as I've sewn, had issues here and there and had to go back and reread sections to make sure I was doing it correctly. I will say the pattern maker, it is a great pattern. Like you saw, they provided the cut pattern pieces too, and the instructions for it were really good. So if you want to try, I mean, they're there. She, you know, outlines it pretty well, but it is considered immediate to lower advanced pattern. Some things I did realize with this I think are great is this can very easily become a memory bear, or even a bear if you know someone having a baby, things like that. They actually have different options of like ways to sew it or things to do with it, kind of towards the bottom of the instruction post. And you know, if you see, this would be one of those great bears if you have an embroidery or even a Cricut machine. Honestly, you know, you could do the dates and times and names and things like that on the feet and on the hands. So it would be great for stuff like that. I am in love with that fabric. I mean, it, like you can see, I just absolutely love how this fabric turned out. It turned out so beautiful. I love this bear. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. It might just get to stay in the craft room for a little while. I don't think I'm gonna hand it over to anyone. I really do love it and love how it turned out. So with that being said, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and share if you wouldn't mind. It helps the algorithm know that other people should see the series as well. The Mystery Make series is just chugging along. I hope you guys are enjoying it just as much as I am. If there's anything else you'd like to see on the channel, please feel free to leave it down in the comments below. And with that, I can't wait to see you guys next time and see what we're making on our next Mystery Make. Bye!